I hired a therapist to tell her the truth about my family. Hello. Hi. Friday, September 20th. I don't think Serene should be throwing a party at our house, TBH. In order to transform the backyard, it's gonna be the same price to rent a location. Serene says, wow, after I sent the invites, what am I supposed to do now? Tell everyone never mind, question mark, question mark? Kareem's an asshole.
I think it would be more helpful if we continued this conversation with your sisters in the room.
I'm nervous about having 6 siblings with very different perspectives in the room.
How do you guys fit on that couch?
We made it work, Kareem.
What do you mean?
Yeah, are you calling us fat or something?
We're tiny.
We're skinny girls. We're skinny.
So Kareem reached out to me because he was experiencing conflict with all 5 of you. From his perspective, he feels like it is consistently 5 against 1, and the seating arrangement is a really good representation of this. There was something about a birthday that was happening, and him offering suggestions, I see the tensing up already happening, and the eyes listening. There was something about a birthday, and I'm learning now it was your birthday.
Yes.
And he had offered suggestions that he felt would be financially better for everybody in general, and before he can even help you all understand why it would be better, everybody started to jump in against him. There was name calling, and then he was completely shut out. And for him, it just feels like there's a theme in his relationship with you all where he is being dismissed, ganged up on, and he often feels that he does a lot of work for the family, and it often goes unappreciated. From what I just shared, does anybody want to share their initial thoughts?
I don't mind.
Okay.
Okay. For a whole week, we were trying to figure out what to do.
It wasn't a whole week. It was 2 days.
No, for
prior.
like a whole week, we were trying to figure out.
days.
And she wanted to do a party like a month before. So the whole week we were like, what are we gonna do for Selene's birthday? It's next weekend, we have to think now. And we knew she wanted to throw a party. So, and we wanted the crew there at the party. So finally we came to the conclusion, we'll just throw it at our house and he agreed. He's like, okay, let's do it.
It's not that he agreed, it's he
pushed it. Yeah, he pushed it.
I was
film
upstairs in Sada's bathroom. When I walked downstairs, you guys all looked at me and said, we figured it out. DM these people. We're doing it at our house. I had no say on location. I just said, okay. I was literally upstairs,
but you
guys.
Let's be real. Once we start DMing people, she's calling the event planner, she's doing this, she's doing that, blah, 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 all day. You see how stressed she is and busy. The next day, after this whole stressful day, the next day you're like, you text and you go.
It was like 3 days later after I sent
it was like,
it was the day after.
No, it was 2 days after.
It was a day after.
2 days after.
It was the next day until we went home and I saw the backyard and you told me word for word, I have a budget of 10K. And I said, for what? To transform the backyard. You said in your own words, you did. You said $6,000 to $10,000. And I said, that's way too much money to just transform a mini part of our backyard.
Okay,
and then I sent a nice message and I said, just look at your average cost and see if you can spend that money on something else like location. From there, we can get all the vendors that are for free, thanks to me.
To you that Airbnbs and things like that
don't allow parties.
And for the 1000th time, if you actually read my messages, I sent an Airbnb that wasn't listed by Airbnb. It was a real estate group that I've worked with in the past that have brought me out their locations to film music videos.
You didn't
and they
explain that.
Because no one listens to my words.
Obviously,
you don't read my messages.
You're being she's not perfect.
How is that a smart ass?
None of us
So
are
I'm
perfect.
gonna interrupt. I'm gonna interrupt right here. I wanted to observe the dynamic.
This is how we argue.
Yeah, and I want to hear from the 2 younger ones. Because they're just
they're the eyes and the ears.
They're just exactly.
Yeah.
They're just sitting there observing. But I'm also seeing a really close dynamic right here.
Oh, us too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's only sometimes. Today, it's hitting today.
Okay. What are your thoughts? What do you observe?
I observe that Kareem is trying to come across as no one listens to me and no one pays attention to what I say. I don't understand why he has to come off as a professional way when we're his siblings. I feel like he needs to just chill on the professionalism and talk to us like we're our family, and ask questions and we can chill vibes.
Chill vibes.
Yeah.
And then your turn.
See, I see where he comes from. It's like frustrating. Like sometimes Savvy can be really dumb, and
it's 24/7.
It's like come on, like what do you not understand at this point?
Yeah,
And
just read it, bro.
Sidine can sometimes be like very clap back, and she doesn't let anybody speak, and she like knows she's right, and she will continue to know she's right and not hear anyone else's perspective. Sada is kind of just like also like Savvy.
Yeah.
Not very much there. Like we never really see Sada that much, and she also every time she does speak, it's very like, you know. I don't really know how to put
It's true. Thank you, Sophie. Sophie's the smartest person here, and I've always said that.
So
I've always said if out of anyone in the family that would become successful, it would be Sophie.
How he acts to us.
But Kareem could come off better and like nicer in a way. Like when Kareem gets mad, he gets very, very mad, and he will continue to say bad things, and that's what leads everyone else to be against him.
When he gets mad, he doesn't calm down.
But I'm really hard to get mad.
No.
Yes, I am. I'm very nice. I'm very easygoing, but it's frustrating. And I told you this last time.
The issue here is that we feel like every time you suggest something or you say something, it's what is his benefit in this? It's never of like, oh, I want to help my sister because she's my sister. It's always like, how can I make this into a video? How can I make money out of this? How can I do this? And we don't feel like any love from you ever, like real love. Like you bought me a gift only to make a video out of it.
Well, yeah, if I'm gonna buy you a gift, I want to create something out of it.
Yeah, but like, can you ever?
I want to pause right here because that's actually something we did talk about at our last session. Because in the group chat, somebody said something about come to the party, but we won't participate in any of the videos.
We did say
that.
Somebody said that, and I clocked it because there's so much meaning behind it. There's so much meaning around. We are more than content. We are more than.
That is very true. That's what I mean by it's all a business to him.
Yeah. So it's so tricky because it's when does family end and business begin? This is where not everybody, but this is where you guys are having a lot of miscommunication. And it seems that there's a lot of resentment building up on both sides because you don't want to feel like you're being used. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask a few questions and I want you each to answer individually. Do you feel used?
I don't feel used when he asks, like anyone asks for a video, I don't care to do a video. But it's just like...
Sorry, what do you mean you don't care? You don't, like it doesn't...
No, like it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Yeah. But when I'm enjoying my time or when I'm busy, I feel used. Like when we're having bonding time, family time, whatever, and then, oh, video, let's film this right now. Like, and when I don't want to do it, then I feel used, you know?
Okay.
It depends. Like sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But there's times where, like an ad, he's doing an ad and he wants us to be the whole ad of his video and do everything for the ad, and he's just behind the camera filming us, and he's getting paid so much money for this ad, and then he offers $100 to do the ad.
Is that true?
Yeah. Those are the times.
Yeah. Is that true?
It's kind of true, but not completely true.
Okay, we're just gonna stop. Is there anything else?
I don't feel used most of the time because I see the bigger vision, and I do see us, like everything he says about us being like family duo dynamic and the bigger vision. I see it. It comes before.
I want you to hold your thought. Could you say that directly to your brother? What you just, I do. Say it to him.
Yeah, so sometimes I feel like I don't feel used because I see the bigger vision and I hear you and I see you.
And I do appreciate
how you built our careers. Obviously, what would we do without what you built, you know?
I just want to make sure that.
Yeah, but you put that before. We feel like you put that before us as people, as your sisters.
Before we go to them two, can I answer those two?
Okay.
All right, so Sophie, based off we do an ad and make her the ad. Everything I do, I try to keep it strategic and not be rude. I'm more than willing to pay my sisters, but I know the worth of everything. When we film videos, short videos, like TikToks and stuff, I promise you, and they could all agree, it probably takes less than 2 minutes to film. It's nothing. It's like this. And then I go in hours and hours of cutting and editing and doing all the work. So yeah, I give her $100 because she also has a following, and I don't want her to be stuck on the fact where, oh, she could get money from me.
They're also in high school. I really want to emphasize that. They're also in high school.
Seema's in high school. Sophie's studying rocks.
Oh, that's right.
But this is the
I'm in college.
This is also.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
The problem is game also diminishes the fact that they're in high school. And he makes comments like, school's stupid, drop out of school. Sophie, you don't need to go to college. Seema, you can skip 3 weeks of school.
Is that true?
Especially Seema.
Well, I told Sophie, if you really don't want to go to college, you don't have to. It's proven that you don't need it, especially with what she's studying. It's not going to do anything for her.
Are you studying geology?
I'm not studying geology. I'm taking it as a class, my general education
But he makes
class.
fun of it.
It's actually a really fun class.
Yeah, I like
What are you studying?
I'm studying business and marketing.
Yeah, I studied that, but it's proven you could do it without it. Your whole page that you have right now that you're not taking advantage of is business and marketing.
It's true.
I think what you guys are missing are boundaries.
Yeah.
There are no boundaries.
Yeah, and can I say something too?
Go ahead.
When I do have boundaries, or like when I don't want something posted, or this and that, or like I don't feel like doing something, he gets angry. Like he gets so mad and angry to the point where it becomes a fight just because we didn't want something and we had our boundaries. For example, he wanted Sophie to do a scene during Ramadan, like where we're fasting. He wanted Sophie to do a scene where she's on her period, so she can't fast.
Okay, you're making it sound weird.
No, and she was like, I don't want to be seen like on my period, like he wanted to put like ketchup on the counter and there's blood, and she's like, she's like in high school, she didn't feel comfortable with that, and he literally made a whole fight with her, and I'm like, she doesn't feel. Me and my mom were both like, it's weird. Like she's in high school, her friends see that video. She doesn't want people to know she's on her period, and there's like fake blood. Like,
okay, so.
Like those. That's an example.
Okay, well, last year.
And then guess what?
So I stood up. So then did it end up happening?
I took her place. I was like, I'll do it for her. I felt bad, so I was like, I'll do it. I don't care. So I was like, I'll do it.
Now you asked me about it, and I thought about it again. And I remember seeing that video and thinking, why did I do that? And I said, you know what? This year I'm gonna pass out. I'm not gonna do it again. I'm gonna pass up on the opportunity. And I'm not gonna do it again. And I told him that. And he did not take no for an answer. And I tried explaining to him, I don't want to do. Let me speak.
It wasn't just like that.
I tried explaining to him, it's weird. I don't want to do it, and he caused a huge fight.
To
the point where he made my dad take my phone away.
Yes. Yeah, it was actually a really big fight, and it was like yelling, screaming.
How did your phone get taken away by your dad?
Because my dad
supports him a lot.
Oh.
Yeah. My dad thinks anything, Kareem, video, do the video, do any video, and I tried explaining I don't want to do this
My
video.
dad sees how successful and smart he is with his content.
The issue is
he just supports him.
They're not just saying, no, I don't feel comfortable with that. Could we think of something else? It's leave me alone, shut up, get out of my room.
That's not
don't
true.
talk to me anymore.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
So I want to ask when if they're saying no to you, how do you prefer to be communicated to?
I would like, in true honesty, I would like her to be like, I get it, we did it last year, I just don't feel comfortable doing it.
Bro,
if we have another idea, let's do that.
Bro,
Instead, it was like, no, it was not.
Kareem, I even tried to explain to you, I'm like, Kareem, she goes to school, she's in high school, her friends see this video, she doesn't feel comfortable, she's literally a teenager, she doesn't want to do that.
There was something
And you
more.
weren't understanding to the point where I was like, I'll freaking do the video, I'll do it. Like, he was not getting it through his head, he just wanted the video to be done. Like, no boundaries.
And I tried offering, I'll do any other video.
No matter what, the video was gonna get done. So I was like,
in that moment, were you hearing no as an answer?
It wasn't her saying no, it was the way she was saying it. You know how she is.
No.
You've seen it
I
before.
really feel like
She
if I
got
didn't
better.
step
She
up
doesn't
and
do
do
it
the
as much
video, the
now.
house would have probably like been on fire or something.
Is this your full-time job? Yes or no?
Yes,
like,
sir.
is this your only income,
Yes,
right?
This is her full-time
Why aren't you like really taking advantage of it? None of you guys really
We're
are.
doing the best we can.
You aren't though. The best you can would be posting every day, posting on YouTube,
okay, can I say something?
down.
You guys
are probably giving 50%.
This is your dream. This was your dream, and you accomplished your dream. You're good at it. This is your passion. This is your hobby. For us, thank you. It came as a second hand because of him. It came to us as like an opportunity, and we all took it. But that's not to say that it's not. We don't view it the same as you view it.
So how do you view it?
This is your passion. To us, it's work.
Because we all just agreed on
to us, it's like,
view it as a business.
I think that he wishes we were more like him in terms of working, but sometimes I wish I could be like you. Truly, I say it all the time.
For example,
I admire
right
your
now
work
when
ethic.
we were walking to the office,
I wish I could be like you.
I pulled out my phone.
But I'm just not.
Not everyone is like you.
Okay, right now I pulled out my phone and I just started recording. Guys, what are we doing today? No reply.
I was holding Sophie's hand and I was singing. I was having fun with Sophie.
I asked you a question.
My
Guys,
brain,
what are we doing today?
My brain doesn't go to what's up, guys. Blah blah blah.
Reply.
Sometimes like in the morning, I just want to be in my peace and I want to like make breakfast without a camera in my face. And I wish I could be like, I wish I could have your brain and be like, oh, I want to film this. This is a good idea. But simply, I'm just not really like that.
What did your sister just say? I just want to make sure you. What did she just say?
Yeah.
What
doesn't want a camera in her face in the morning when she makes
said
her coffee?
more than that. She said more than that. That's okay.
Well, no, I heard it.
What did she say?
She wants to be present.
No. I'm gonna give you another chance.
What did I say this whole 2 minutes I was talking?
And it's actually been the theme of what a few of you have been saying.
It sounded like she wants to just go by her day and have family time without having a camera.
Okay, let me repeat.
So listen, listen. Go ahead. She's gonna say it again.
Said this. I said I
Or
sometimes
maybe she
think.
can say it in her own words.
No, I want her to say it. Okay,
I
sorry.
sometimes think that you wish we were more like you in terms of working and in terms of hustling, but sometimes we simply aren't that. Like, I wish I could be like that. I wish I could have your brain and like be very motivated and be very hardworking like that. But sometimes my day to day, my brain doesn't go to filming and thinking, and I know it should because that's my work, but I'm just not as much of a like
high energy
I'm not as motivated as you. I wish I could be as motivated as you. Trust me, I really admire it. But I also like to respect my time, my peace, and I like to be present. And it's just I'm just not wired. My brain is not wired like you.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did your sister just say?
She's not motivated.
Okay.
She's not. Wait, she's a different person. She's not as motivated as me. She wishes she could be, but she just prioritizes things more than what she should actually be prioritizing. Is what I heard.
But okay, what I see though, I will say what I see from your brother is there is really a lot of love that he has for you all.
We know that. We know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And he really wants to set you all up for a type of life that is
Like
easy.
his, yeah.
Yeah. And what I'm noticing is for him, he feels like he's working harder than all of you. For him, but also for you. And do you feel unappreciated?
It's just I feel like anything I've done, every move I've taken in my career has been to make their lives easier.
I made it
so easy to the
with the reality, right?
Yeah,
We've
with
been
reality,
very
but
easygoing
it's
with
not
it.
just that. It's like everything else. It's like we'll shoot one day a week, gone.
Well, you make the schedule and we just show
That's
up.
the issue. I make the schedule. I
But
do
you're the one in
everything.
contact with like the crew and stuff.
Okay,
We don't really
why
like,
hasn't anyone called and said, hey, I think we should do something for this episode, or I thought this was funny for the next episode, or let's try to think of
I
something.
feel like
It's
I have-
always just
I
me,
mean,
me,
we
me,
could
me,
give you
me,
more
me,
ideas.
me,
I
me,
agree.
me.
We could be
We
more
do.
involved with the YouTube show, but because we're not, it's because we're not getting anything
I feel like
out of it right
I
now.
feel like we have given ideas.
no, that's not true. I feel like we have. We said the sound bath thing. We said the, I think the light, wasn't the lie detector one of our ideas or
Whose idea was it to come to therapy?
his idea? Yeah.
It's always my idea.
But
I feel like I
I
definitely
think we've
have.
thrown ideas, but he doesn't like them.
Really
Why
depends.
give my opinion?
Well,
if he's
Serena's
not
given
gonna
me
like it?
a lot of advice, and if I were to take it, I'd probably be held back by 5 years.
What?
Everything I've proven it to her. Everything she's told me to delete
Sound
is
very nice.
stupid, is dumb, has turned out to be the
Because they're
greatest things I've
usually
ever
things
posted.
that could cancel him on the internet. And I'm like,
Okay, but
why
it's
would
not
you?
thoughtful.
They're not that. Yeah, they're very risky, and he likes wow factor, shock value. If it's gonna make people talk,
Why, if I'm so pushy and all work and blah blah blah, why do I always feel singled out?
Because you're not really present with us.
I'm always present,
You're
but
not.
when I give something like emotion or a character alive, it's the reactions I get from you are like,
You know when he's the most present? He's actually, I feel like, the most present and
When
he's
friends are
funny
around?
and funniest and himself and makes us laugh when friends are around because our
Because
friends
it's-
aren't like, he knows not to film in front of friends and they don't really like,
No,
they're not
I
really
film
like
in
camera
front of
people. So he kind of puts the phone away and he's present and he's there with our friends.
But when it's alone,
But when it's
it's
just
because I
alone
know
with
my
us,
friends know I'm funny and I can be myself and they're gonna laugh. But when I'm alone, it feels like I'm being judged.
whenever we're with our friends and we're hanging out with him, I'm actually like in my head, I'm like, wow, okay, he's really funny. But he's never really like that when he's just
because
with us.
I'll be judged.
because it's just business
Judged by
with
who?
us.
Yeah. You see us as just like dollar
Why
signs.
would you be judged? Yeah, he sees
Because
us
you
as
guys
dollar
don't give
signs.
me reactions.
He wants
There's
us to be
nothing-
like,
This is
You
where
want us to like
this is,
die at your jokes or what?
Yeah, I feel this just kind of feels like relationship basics 101, where you guys need to spend more quality time together. That, and you're not gonna like this, but that probably don't involve it being monetized. What I'm hearing is there's a lot of love there for each other. You're showing your love by helping your sisters financially, by monetizing their brand. Their idea of love is this quality time without having to talk about work. That's some of what I'm getting.
Based off what I told you last week, do you think we covered all points? And what's the solution? What do you think?
Therapy rarely works this way. I think we covered a lot of the points. I think that this is an ongoing conversation. The solution is I think you need to manage your expectations.
Yes. Yes.
That's
a good way. That's a good one.
You need to manage your. What does that mean?
Yes.
Manage my expectations.
Manage your. Yeah, because I do want to highlight. You guys really do have good chemistry. For the most part, even though voices were raised, you are really respectful towards each other. There's a lot of love there, and the way you each are showing that love is very different. So managing your expectations means you need to set a more realistic standard for what is in front of you. Sabby said she wishes she could be like you. She wishes her brain could just work like this, because your brain is constantly working, right? I'm sure as we're filming this, you're clocking, ooh, this is gonna be a good edit. This is gonna be, right? Because that is just how your brain naturally works. Are you a Virgo?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Virgo.
It's giving Virgo. Who?
She is.
The lazy one.
Interesting. Anyway, but sorry, more real. You need to set realistic expectations, because what's happening is you are wanting your sisters to be like you, and there's nothing wrong with the way you are. But every time they're not, it's as if it's taken very personal. It's like you're breaking your own heart by putting your expectations here, where you are, and constantly wanting them to meet you there. But they're all in different parts of their lives.
So, what is our solution based on you guys' opinion?
Boundaries, respect, communication.
No more bad words. I'm sorry I called you a-hole, and I hope you apologize for calling
Harsh
us
language.
B-words.
Yes.
It's okay. It's fine.
Can you
Harsh
apologize
tone.
for that part?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's so hard for him to.
No, I'm trying to think of the actual word. I'm sorry. I got defensive of what you said
And
and called you a B word.
So you're basically apologizing for what I said.
Defensive.
No, I'm
you
sorry.
need to
Okay.
start over.
I apologize for what's the word?
Name calling.
You can just say it.
No, it's
Yeah.
because I only said it because of what. was
I'm
said
sorry
to me.
about your
Right,
repercussions.
but an apology
I'm
is
sorry for my repercussions to your actions.
that's not an
That's
apology.
not an apology.
No, not
All right, I
forgiven.
apologize for calling you the B word. I shouldn't have said that.
I
But
apologize for
also-
lashing out on you.
And you should never say that to your older sisters.
I apologize for lashing
Any of your
out
sisters.
and saying
Ever.
that to you,
Yeah.
okay? But
Any-
I also
any of
think it
us.
wasn't fair for you to be calling me that.
And do you
once I
also
made a
apologize
suggestion.
for saying I can ruin your lives or no?
Yeah.
I
or no,
don't-
not that
I
one.
don't recall.
You did say it.
Yeah, you
a few
did.
times.
Here, let me pull it up.
I'm
It's
going
on
to
Airbnb. It's on Airbnb, dumbass. Help her find her new location. I'm going to ruin your birthday.
he acts so,
Read everything prior to
he
that.
got
acts
it.
so innocent.
Read it prior.
I said,
So I can always remember.
oh, and then you said,
Oh,
you
wait.
can't. I'm doing something that day. Oh, you want to play? Whoa.
Why does it?
I'm throwing a party that day.
shut up.
I have more budget than you all
We need
combined.
to talk about. We need to talk about something else, actually.
Don't take my kindness for a weakness. I can ruin all of your life.
That was it.
You guys are cornering me again.
Also,
I think we all
Every
owe each
so
other a
often,
big
yes.
sorry for the times that we've hurt each other, for things I've said, but a big thank you to also always being there for each other, and actually, like, it's nice to hear you say we're actually really close and you have a good thing going, and like from an outside perspective, because looking in sometimes I'm like, I wish we were closer, or I wish we could be
normal.
normal, but it's like, it's not perfect, but nobody's perfect.
Right.
And that's what makes a family, and I do appreciate my siblings a lot, and I see them every day, mostly, so it's hard to be mad or be angry, because it's like it's good overall, it's good.
Yeah, we fight a lot, like little fights, but then I think we get over things pretty quickly too.
I apologize, guys, for being rude or coming off as aggressive at certain points. But I hope you guys understand my perspective and my point of view.
We
just
do.
want the best.
We do. We know at the end of the day it comes from love, but it's just the love needs to be showcased a little more.
Yeah.
To be loved.
Thank you for your apology.
Thank you for your
Thank you
apology.
for the apology. I started that.
Would you guys like to say sorry back?
It would be a nice apology if you said this. Sorry for putting all the pressure and weight on you and
Yeah, put it
letting
on
you
yourself.
handle everything. And when it comes to us,
No, Sarah.
and when it comes to us working with you, we're very
Do you blame us for the pressure you feel?
well. Yeah, I do feel like I'm carrying it all on my back.
But
Everything I
how do we
is-
pressure you?
Well, because it's always me speaking ideas, speaking when we should meet, when should we do this.
I think
when
that's you
this.
pressuring yourself.
Last week, for example, when I did the episode with her,
I didn't hit you guys up. No one brought up the show.
I honestly just thought you were busy, and I was like, I was busy this weekend.
Yeah, but
Because
if I
we
didn't
would-
bring it up the
because-
second week, it would just no
because-
one.
But
For
you
me-
are the leader, though. You are the leader.
For me, because we were fighting. So I
Then
wasn't gonna
treat
text
me
you.
like the leader. You don't treat me like a leader.
Oh.
You look at me like a leader, but you ain't treating me like one. I am the leader.
All right.
Oh, Steffi got you. He got you.
Well,
Steffi got that one.
that concludes today's episode.
Okay, but I'm sorry. We will start treating you like the leader that you are, a beautiful, majestic man.
Thank you. I accept your apology.
No, we really will. We will respect
I'm sorry
more.
that you feel pressure from us. I didn't know we were pressuring you, to be honest.
Yeah.
Good job, you guys.
We did it.
Do we all feel better? Honestly, I actually do. I feel like a weight
I feel
lifted.
weight lifted. I
Like,
feel like I
sometimes
could
you
be
just need to
myself.
talk.
If I were that
Sophie just said, "Is it bad that I feel the same?"
Yeah, I guess
No.
there
It's
could
good.
be
I
more
feel
that
great
you
too.
could
I
talk
think we
about.
should just end this with a group hug.
We're good.
Group
hug.
Okay.
Who wants to be next to Kareem?
Oh,
not
not it.
Guys, just come on.
Simon, come on.
Okay.
I love you guys.
Love you. Love you guys.